Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and welcome back to the channel. We're back for another 2 games here today, guys. There's not been a lot of news in between the episodes actually, but there is, well, I guess there is a little bit of news. I've taken another player on trial to see, how they do. We've got a couple of players that have joined us recently. Most of them are obviously on just like appearance fee stuff. So if we look at the contracts and stuff like like mostly just appearance fees. Some are on wages, like a couple of players are on wages, but not all of them. But Dan Lowther is kind of the next player that we're looking at. For the most part, his passing is what we're kind of looking at in the midfield. We want to be making some really good passes. First touch is also pretty good, so it's like a little bit better on the ball, but dribbling is a bit low. So it's an interesting one because I'm hoping that the vision and the passing means he's going to be making good passes going forward. Good pace as well, like good stamina, pretty good stuff. I mean, if we compared him to who's our current kind of starter in the midfield, who starts most games? Bordeaux's in there, Tucky's in behind. So we kind of compare to Bordeaux. Wherever Bordeaux is, there he is. See, Dan Lowther's got a lot more on the mental, better on defending, better on physical, better on speed is actually Bordeaux, and better on aerial. But everything else is Dan Lowther. So that's kind of why we're looking at bringing in players that basically are just the step up, the next level player. That's kind of what we're looking at. Any changes do I want to make? Not really. We're kind of changing things up a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit by having Crosby and Sunderman both up top. That's because I was reminded of the fact that those guys want to play, they both want to play a striker. So we've got to play 2 strikers. Like we know, I said I could rotate them in and out. Maybe that'll work. But I've decided to kind of take a gamble a little bit. Yeah, everyone expects us to lose. That's what I got from the board as well. The board was saying they expect us to lose this game against Shepherd's Bush, which, I mean, they've not got the greatest run of form. So I'm thinking maybe we should actually do a little bit better than everyone's thinking. But we'll see. We'll also see if our recent run of keeping control of possession continues on. It would be very nice if it did. Nethercott on the ball on the left-hand side, takes a shot and it's well saved. Dang. Well saved indeed. So Nethercott has actually kept his position, kept his spot in the starting lineup because, again, looking at multiple players left and right. In fact, there's also another player I'm looking at, which is Ben ROWTHORN, who we had a couple of seasons back, who left us, got a better offer, basically. But he's now a free agent and is still a quality player for the level that we're at. So I've kind of asked the question. I've said, do you want to come back on trial? We'll see where the stats are at. Because having Ben ROWTHORN was quite useful when we had DaCosta and ROWTHORN in the middle kind of rotating. And then their second time lucky. Nethercott puts it in. 4th goal of the season. Nethercott is having a good season. I remember saying, like, I don't know if we were considering him as like an out-and-out starter, like a quality player for the team. But he is doing absolute bits for us this season so far. And once again, you can kind of see we are controlling possession. Tucky takes a shot this time, and that one's almost gone in. And then he's just cleared off the line. Oh, my word. But yeah, sorry, I was talking about Nethercott. I was saying he wasn't really a full-time, first-time starter, but he's doing bits and he's proving me wrong, And once again, like I was saying, we are doing well on the possession. We are doing quite well, up into the 60%. So it does show that we are starting to, at least, develop a more possession-based game because the players that we've got are slightly... Sunderman, it's in! It's 2-0. And are slightly better. We're just building, getting better players in. The squad is slowly evolving to a better squad, and we're 2-0 up against Shepherd's Bush after only 30 minutes. I'm just going to kind of keep things as they are for a minute. There's no need to change it just yet. The closer you get to the end of the game, I probably would go a little bit more defensive. But right now, no reason at all. We're still bossing possession, 55%. We're 2-0 up. We've had more shots than they've had. We've had more shots on target than they've had. We have given the ball away cheaply there, which is definitely something I want to look at. Is that I try... Yeah, look, see, we are on a regular tempo. Maybe do we slow it down even further? Do we bring that down even further and see if that works? Does the possession stat go up because we control the ball even more? X missed almost a sitter, really. I want to see maybe if that does work. Another free kick. They're giving away a lot of fouls in dangerous areas. Nethercott's going to go for another one, I imagine. Shoots it again. And this time it goes over. So we've had one saved. We've had one cleared off the line. We've had one go in. We've had one go over the top. So yeah, Nethercott also got the assist as well for that Sunderland goal. So Nethercott is just absolutely proving his worth. I mean, look at that. How their XG is better than ours. We've had more shots and more on target. Let's change it up and work the ball into the box. Let's see if that works. Have we got the quality to do that? Doing brilliantly. Keep going. Fitness-wise, we're looking good. No one is having a bad game. I actually got asked in the press conference after the last game, why were you... Oh, that's so close from Sweeney. Why were you keeping Tucky on when he was having such a bad game? Mostly because I didn't realise he was having a bad game, and we were more looking at how do we keep the control in the midfield, and so we had the extra players in the midfield. It's an interesting one to kind of have them say, he was playing badly. You should have taken him off. And I'm like, maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have. That's like, potentially that's correct. But in the end, we only lost that last game by a very kind of late goal, making it 2-1 or whatever. So it's not like we got absolutely smacked and the midfield was failing in every way. What a save from Payne there. Peck has had another chance to make it 2-1. Fails again. I want to see what the possession stat is looking at. We're almost at 60 minutes now. Are we keeping control of things? Is that still situation? Or are we kind of missing out a little bit? It has gone down a bit. Maybe because we're getting caught in possession. I don't know. Don't know exactly. Look at the tactics. Let's bring in Jason John. Oh, no, actually. Yeah, let's bring in Jason John for Crosby. Bring you back and kind of control that midfield just a little bit more. Playing a 4-1-4-1. There is a chance we go to a 4-4-2 at some point. I mean, I've never really just settled into... Oh, that's bad from Nethercott that time. I've never really settled into like a 4-4-2. For the most part, I've always played with a DM in an attempt to try and keep a little bit more control, a little bit more defensive stability. But you never know. Maybe we could change it up. Oh, is this going to be a chance for Shepherd's Bush? It is, but it comes to Duncan, who clears it quite easily. Going to come back, though. McKinley with the shot. No, it goes out to Scory. Scory plays it. And no! I thought he was going to play it across. He didn't. He went for the shot. Saved by Payne, who's having a blinder. 7.1. The change has now taken place. What's that saying for Tucky? Complacent. Well, I don't want that. Don't want that at all. I don't want complacency. Tucky on the ball, plays it over the top to no one. Yeah, I have said slow it down, play the shorter passes. That's good for Peck this time. He's through. He is through. And he finally finds the back of the net. Okay, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? Possession is still very much us, but they are still having chances. Looking at the tactics, you don't really want to just completely sink into just playing on your one or playing on defensive. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. Let's try and move up the wingers, still focusing on our wing play. To be fair, we were focusing on our wing play. Let's hit some crosses. Let's see if that does it at the end of the game. Put the ball up the wings, cross it in, try and target those defenders. Maybe that'll do it. Here's a chance for Shepherd's Bush. They jump, they are unable to get there. Crane. Oh, Crane. Another penalty. Gave away a penalty in the last game. We've given away a penalty in this game, and from being 2-0 up, 2-2. Outrageous. Go positive. These guys are not happy now. They're not feeling good. Oh no, they're calm now. And here's another chance. Nethercott, go on, buddy. Go on. He's taking his time. And he does whip it in. Oh, it's gone over again. Okay. Still a little bit of time to get a chance here. 93. No, that's going to be that. 2-0 up. Give up the lead. I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm not happy. I feel like we should have won that game. Well, we were 2-0 up, so you should probably say, yeah, you should have won that game. You're 2-0 up. But giving away the penalty doesn't help, of course. And then we had control for a while. Oh, your team scored in 30 consecutive matches. Wow, we haven't... That's pretty dang good. Dang. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all, obviously. Okay, awesome. We've got some players coming in on trial. So we've got Fenelon, we've got Ben ROWTHORN coming back. Press conference. We're going to ask, like, how did you throw that one away? Yeah, the record doesn't matter. It's got to be about the next game. He was. Nethercott was outstanding, and Nethercott's actually on a pretty dang good run of form. Yeah, look at this. 8.2, earning that position, earning that starting position as well. And we look at the table after that draw. We're in 5th. Wowza, All-Stars are running away right now. Still got a game in hand, so if we were able to win it, we'd only be 4 points back. Oh, sorry, 5 points back. But you've got to win it to kind of make that count. We've got Samurai up next. Samurai are in 7th, not far away from us. Shepherd's Bush are in 13th. Dang, right. Well, that's not really something we wanted, to be fair, but Duncan rejects. Nice. I'm going to answer a question. Oh, is there a chance you're going to sign this player? Yes, because we brought him on trial. What do you mean? What do you mean? Silly question. Okay. Yeah, so we want to kind of get a little bit more information on these players that we are looking at. So central midfielders, and then Fenelon is a winger that we're looking at trying to bring in as well. So we're looking at the passing stat, 9 to 14. Yeah, they're not all the way in yet, but Dan Lowther mostly is done, except on, is that decisions? Decisions, not great. So good first touch, good pace, acceleration, agility, passing, and vision. Not bad on composure. Not great. Dribbling, though. That's the only thing that Dan Lowther is not so great at. So I'm thinking training-wise, dribbling, the one you kind of want to focus on with his movement. I don't actually think we can do that until he's actually one of our players. So I think I'm going to go and offer Dan Lowther, or kind of see what Dan Lowther wants money-wise. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can offer 60. Okay, 65. Okay, 70. We're just going to work the system there. We're going to go 75. 75 is accepted. Nice. Okay, so that's not bad at all. If Dan Lowther plays, it's going to be 75. That's, I mean, it's okay. Not that much, really. Grand scheme of things, when we were paying players a lot more than that every month, yeah, 400 a week, like set numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the worst thing. Anyway, we'll have a bit of a gap till the London Samurai game. We've actually got 2 weeks, and then we've got a hectic December coming up. Offers made for Dan Lowther. Okay. Well, we'll see. If Dan Lowther doesn't fancy it, he doesn't fancy it. Okay, so next bit of news. Unfortunately, Harry Crane dipped out. He's gone somewhere else. He's gone to Hawley Town. And then I checked where Hawley Town were in their league, in their division. They're sitting in 19th. So he's dipped to a team that are fighting a relegation battle. I mean, they've got 38 games and they're already like, they're 12 in. They've only got 3 wins against, oh my word, did they lose to the team below them? Oh, they haven't played the 3 bridges yet. Okay, well, I mean, it's a bit of an odd one. They have gone up though, 229. Obviously, we're playing in 273, so they've gone like maybe to level, no, level 9, maybe level 10. I'm not actually sure. Promotion would take us to, well, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, look at R1. Look at that. We've dropped down a little bit. How London Cranes doing? They're on the way up as well. Newbury have started well. Brentham there, kind of looking like that. Our teams at the bottom. Wow, Equinoctial doomed all the way down. London Tigers the same. Shepherd's Bush, look at that. They were second after week 2. Dang. Yeah, but then a little bit of bad news. Crane is gone. However, Sunderman was willing to sign the new contract, which is nice because it means hopefully he won't disappear on us. Fortnightly staffly meeting. Okay, let's attend the meeting. Why not? Okay, that's interesting. They want me to call him back straight away. Yep, fine. I guess we can do that. Larson's playing time. No, that's not necessary. He's back. Did he even play? Okay, he did. He made 5 appearances. That's not bad. Let's view the report. No, it doesn't actually. Okay, well, fine. Whatever. So we do have, obviously, we've got Tucky who's come in. We're looking at Dan Lowther. We're looking at other midfielders, just trying to strengthen the squad. But Zico Creeth coming back doesn't necessarily hurt us. I'm pretty happy with him coming back into the squad. We've still got 9 days. So yeah, we'll disappear again and we'll make a decision on Dan Lowther. Okay, so nothing yet with Lowther. He hasn't made... We've offered a contract. Of course, we did that. But we've got no news on him just yet. But the next player we've invited for another trial is Sean Whaler. He is a winger, mostly on the right-hand side, which is exactly what we need after Harry Crane disappears. So we're also like... Well, we're generally just replacing Harry Crane with that one. But we're looking at kind of just slowly improving the level of our players. That's what kind of we're after. It would be very nice to see what happens with Dan Lowther. I want him to play because he's got good stats that might help us out. But does it... I don't know. Will it translate to on the pitch? You know, Tucky's had a good game and then he's had some bad games. And it's like, you know, you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, boom. There's the news. That's what we're after. That is what we're after. Dan Lowther is accepted. His appearance fee is only 75. It's really not that much. He's rejected a load of other offers. He's going to join us. Awesome. Into the squad he goes. And to be fair, you know, same kind of situation. Do I throw him in for... I think maybe I throw him in for Tucky. We've given Tucky a bit of a chance. Click forward a day and he'll actually be fine. There's... Oh, look at that. You can buy happiness. You made a transfer the supporters are extremely happy with. So we are actually... Wow, we're breaking some achievements, which is awesome. Like that's like for me personally, I'm like, I love trophy hunting. I do it a lot in like the games I play on my PS5 and like play the walkthrough games. So I try and 100% games a lot, but Football Manager is a tough one to 100%. You know, like there's a lot of very specific trophies that require like specific circumstances to be hit, which is rough. But you never know. You could do it. There's still all the option. Nisha, yeah, Lowther to be unveiled. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's attend the press conference and unveil. I'm very happy. He definitely could. Yes, he will. I reckon they'll be happy. Not too many options. Yeah, I want more players. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, we'll just try and make him feel welcome. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the social groups are pretty chill at the club. I mean, for the most part, I think Odekoya and Sweeney are like the #1 lads. They've been here a long time. I think Odekoya is probably going to break Owusu's appearance record this season. He'll probably run through it in this season, which will be quite cool. Only 5 days now till the Samurai game, and then obviously 2 trials will finish as well for Fenelon and Ben Rowthorn. Would be interesting to have Ben Rowthorn come back. I mean, it does happen in football quite a lot, you know, like players go back to teams they've been with before and yada yada yada. Lovely Zico Creed, yeah, like that, doing really really well. Grado again, not doing good. Grado is... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Finally got a positive out of him. A couple of weeks back, he was the worst trainer again. And it was like, fuck your ideas up, buddy. Do you want to play? Do you want to play? We've got other centre backs. They can play instead. You know, I can choose someone else. But yeah, it was a weird one. Anyway, 4 days and then some decisions to be made. Okay, doke. So we're at the game day. I think we're at the game day. Yeah, we're at game day, but we've got the trials to kind of think about first. So we're gonna do some comparison. Of course, we know very well. We know a good amount about Ben ROWTHORN already. Pretty versatile, plays in midfield and at the back. Let's compare with Zico first. Zico is better in most ways except for speed. Interesting. Okay. And let's compare with Tucky. Which again, yeah, like physical stuff is the only thing Ben ROWTHORN's got on him as well. Okay. Oh no, dude. I don't really know if we need to bring Ben ROWTHORN back. I don't know. For squad reasons, probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Sort by position. But loads of goalies. That's fine. Only 3 centre-backs though. Jason John makes 4. Ben ROWTHORN would add an option there. So I think that is actually enough of a breaker that I think it would be a good thing. Bring him in. Let's see what money he wants. A little bit more than I'm probably willing to pay the lad. Go for 160 and 10. Okay, 170 and 20. 180 and 20. 190 and 20. There we go. Okay, and we'll see if that's all right. Now, Mir Fenelon plays on the right mostly, but can also play striker. I'm kind of looking at him as well to replace Harry Crane, I would say. We'll compare him with... I mean, Whaler's probably not a bad comparison to go with. It looks like Fenelon's better in a lot of ways. Again, vision, attacking, technical, much better. Yep, okay. And then we'll also compare with our current kind of players who are able to play in those positions. We're mostly using Nethercott, and Fenelon's much better than Nethercott. Look at that in a lot of ways. Okay, and we're also who's playing out on the right? Usually Odukoya. Again, Fenelon's much better at those in those stats as well. Look at his individual stats. Good off the ball, good technique, good heading, good first touch, good finishing. So he's actually, it seems like he's more of a striker than you would think of a winger. Is an interesting one. Click on winger. Passing's still pretty good. Dribbling's pretty good. I mean, he's pretty good in a lot of ways. I think we're going to have to. We're going to have to see at least what he wants. Interesting. He wants to be... wants to also be a scout. That's very interesting. He wants to be a scout as well, which I don't mind. Actually, can't really afford to give you like a big old wage though. That's not really what I can do. 300 might even still be a bit too much. Non-contract's not going to do it, I don't think. Okay, let's go to 275. Still at 450, let's go to 300. Still at 425, let's go to 350. That is unfortunately not going to do it. Okay, so Fenelon is a no-go. We're expected to draw against Samurai, even though we've never actually lost to them. We've drawn with them once in a friendly, which was 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't actually remember that I'd made that friendly. And then the 2 league games we played against them last year, we actually managed to win both. So that's an interesting one. Ryan Huckle could see that's not a bad shout. Wanted by not that many clubs. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to offer a trial, 2 weeks. We're just basically, it's almost like we're spending this season kind of just... Oh, there's Odukoya. I was like, where's Odukoya gone? Oh, my word. I was ready to throw some hands. Glenn Matthews, in you go, bud. And give Sam Lawford a run instead of Sunderman. Sam Lawford likes to play as a poacher. So personalize him to be a poacher. Moving even higher up. Even though he's got less familiarity with that, that's an interesting one. But either way, it doesn't matter. Others unhappy. What? Just another DM? No! Dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's okay. we'll basically settle into a 4-4-2 and see if that works today. We're still, yeah, sorry. Let me articulate. Let me externalize my thoughts. So let's try and get a win. Blah blah blah. I've got faith. Do all that. Now, before I click match preview, I'm gonna talk. So this season, I'm still aiming to get promoted. However, having gone down to semi-pro, I don't know if it's the worst thing to kind of take this season as a little bit of a kind of stepping stone season, a rebuild season, development season, so to speak, where we just improve the squad, improve the players at a slow rate, where we've got Crosby, Lawford, Nethercott, Bordeo. This is our starting lineup, but there's players like Sunderman who can come into that. We signed Matthews, we signed Lowther, signed players that, in my opinion, are going to help the team go forward. We're looking at Ben ROWTHORN to come back. So it wouldn't be the worst thing if we just have a bog standard season. We finish 5th, 6th, wherever, and then we really attack next season. There is a chance. However, anytime there's a club that's a professional in the league, like the All-Stars seem to be, going to be rough, and it might take us a few years to get that promotion. So we do want to still try and compete as best we can this season. Alpha's going to move forward, and we're basically going to settle into a 4-4-2 here. Still want to shoot on sight, still want to play down the wing. I'm going to slow it down again. And we're on that standard defensive line. Okay, that's all good. That's what we're going to do. Now, Samurai, early chance it would seem. Done, on the ball. Crosses it in. But that's all fine. That's no dramas. Didn't really, wasn't really much of a worry there, to be honest. Okay, now, it's our turn. Sweeney whips this one in. Lovely ball in. We jump, but we can't quite get it. It comes out to Sweeney again. Back to Nethercott, who gets tackled. It falls to Duncan, who's quite alert. Bordeo takes the long shot, and it just goes over. I thought that maybe was dipping in. We are struggling on the possession just yet. Oh, there we go. We've won that one back. Sweeney, I thought we'd won it back. Not quite. Now Samurai are on the ball, moving forward. Briscoe up the right-hand side. Plays a good pass to Kelly, who plays a good pass. And Stepney Stringer puts it in the back of the net. Now, don't know. I just don't know. I am slowly evolving into let's play a bit more of a passing game, but maybe going back to the directness every now and then wouldn't be the worst thing. See what happens. No, see, we are kind of getting a bit more control. A little bit. 56%. I would like to see where the ball is most of the time. That would be very nice. I want to see the visualizer actually, but it's not a great ball in. Maybe I need more highlights. Maybe I need more highlights to really play individual games and kind of watch things a little bit more. Well taken from Larson to Duncan into Matthews. Matthews has got good pace, but decides to go back instead. Duncan again. Larson. Are we going to go forward at some point? We are. There we go. There's Norman Bordeo over the top, and Crosby's in. Crosby puts it in. There we go. Bordeo finds that pass over the top. Crosby gets the shot off. Makes it 1-1, and it is a pretty even game. We've got more control, though. More possession. We're up to 6th, and the All-Stars are absolutely running their game. Look at that, 2-0. And we've got another chance. Here we go, Lawford. Whips it in. Back to Bordeo. Back to Nethercott, who shoots, and it's in, and it's an absolute screamer from Danilo Nethercott. You can't stop him scoring. What he's got, I mean, the thing is that, yes, he might not have the quality of the players that we're looking at, but you've got to play it, kind of RP it a little bit. He is putting in goals. He's putting in goals. You can't argue with the. He's putting in goals. It's what's happening. So, yeah. Okay. Let's bring on Sunderman for Lawford because he hasn't done much. And we'll see if Sunderman is willing to, well, see what happens with Sunderman. We're playing a kind of a 4-1-3-2 at the minute. Little early change. Sam Lawford comes off. Konstantin Sunderman goes on. Payne will play it out long this time. Looks for Matthews. Finds Matthews, who turns the defence and decides to go. Keep going. Inside to no one. That was... Wow. I don't mind him running up the wing because I've tried to direct play up the wing. But maybe I should be directing play... Come on, that's got to be saved. Maybe I'll direct play through the middle. Because we have been looking at better passes in the middle of the park, you know. Not a great shot. It's a bit of a floaty shot, to be fair. Like, yeah, we'll proceed. Oh, and a red card in the All-Stars game does not look good. Take a look at the league table now. We're down in 5th. Still with a game in hand, but it does feel like the All-Stars are kind of pulling away. They're getting a lot of wins. Out wide this goes to Samurai. A long ball in. Larson gets up really well. Out to Matthews. Look for the forward pass. There it is. Sunderman. Back to Matthews. I don't mind it. Nice. Inside. There's definitely players inside. No, he goes on his own. There we go. I don't mind having a run if you've got the pace to do it. But then again, Matthews passing. Maybe is his passing weak? Like, do we basically tell him to dribble more, pass less? Is that what we do? Crosby's through with another pass over the top. And again, this time it's Larson, but the direct play to get Crosby running in behind, which is actually one of his things I do like having wherever it is. Actually not here. I do want him to get in behind, but it's not really there, so that's fine. Good tackle, no, free kick given. Okay, well, we're back to 3-2. Sweeney... You know what, let's even just take it a little bit calmer here. Lowther's not had a bad game. 6.8, not bad, but we're going to kind of bring it back. Sunderman comes back as well. Crosby comes back as well. We just play a little bit deeper. Just try and control things a little bit more in defense. And just see it out. See it out. We need a win because we've had a bit of a rough couple of weeks. Where we've been losing games, we've been drawing games, and we need another win to try and get us back on track, basically. And there's only 10 minutes to go. We are seeing the ball out, it would seem. Seeing a bit of visualizer. Focus of attacks. We are going down the middle. We went up left a lot as well. Bordeaux's going to claim that. No, can't quite. We had the ball in their half there. We're up in their positions, but weren't able to keep it. Now it's the 92nd minute. I didn't even realise. Do not concede now. No. Oh, my word. Stringer's put it over. Stringer's put it over. You've got to be better than that. We can't be giving them those kind of chances. Oh, we take the win, but... Yeah. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been. But either way, look at that. Bordeaux, Nethercott. Like I'm saying, it doesn't really matter if the numbers are saying that those players don't have the same quality. Because on the pitch, they are doing it. So we can't, I can't, like, you know, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to these little simulated players to just say, well, yeah, you're not the same level of player, so we're just going to bin you off. You know, like, it doesn't feel right. Huckle is set to go on trial. That's good. Lothar makes debut. Yeah, it was okay. He was pretty good, I would say. Good result. They'll do what they do very well, but we're dangerous. We'll have to be at our best. Oh no, that's what I was previously stated saying. What was he previously stated saying? Oh, my pre-match. Oh no, yeah, fine. Doi. Yeah, very happy. 1-0 down. We go 2-1 up, then 2-2, and then we score. Yeah, Crosby is a top player. Fairly solid debut. No key passes though, but lots of passes completed. Yeah, though that wasn't pretty bad. That was pretty good, in fact. That was a good debut. I'm happy with that. Bordeaux, 2 assists, 2 key passes. I'm saying, you know, you can't really argue with that. He's quality. Don't worry about the other team. We're in no rush. Wow, Stepney Stringer might be leaving. Contract details. He's on a non-contract. I mean, would it be the worst thing? That's so interesting. I couldn't really... What would he want? What would he want? That's what... He doesn't want that much. We could absolutely just steal a player that scored twice against us. I've got no shame about that either. Yeah, probably. It's probably like... Yeah, one game at a time is probably not the worst thing to go about things. Crosby ends goal drought. Crosby inspires the win, 8.6. A 5-3. Oh my word. In fact, a 5-3, a 4-1, another 4-1, and we were involved in a 3-2. Oh my goodness, there was a lot of goals. Gary Jackson, 2 goals, 4 key passes, and 1 assist. Pretty dang good day out for him as well. Surprised. Okay, I didn't really mean to say that. Not going to answer that one. Payne is up to stay. Lovely. Whew, that's good. We've got 4 keepers though, so if he did leave, we know we've got keepers to take the place. But we signed Payne, I think, a couple of seasons back to basically take the #1 shirt, to take that position. And it would be a little bit sad if he did decide to just depart. But there we go, guys. So that'll be it from me today. That'll be all. Oh, didn't mean to click on that. Never mind. We'll have a look at the table. We're in 4th. That win did help us kind of claw back some positions. But we need to play the All-Stars at some point. We need to beat them. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we've got 7 games in December. That's a lot of games. We're going to have to rotate things around there. Look at the schedule. They've got Elmstead, Brentham, Equinoctial, Manford Way, Cranes, and us. So there is a decent chance. And then they've got... Oh, no. Okay, sorry. I thought Rising Ballers were a little bit higher up the table. They're not. But an absolute run. Look at that. Look at that. That is a lot of good results. A lot of good results, in fact. But yeah, we're gonna have to match up to the All-Stars. We've got to hope that they lose some points somewhere, and they will. But we've got to win our games as well, so it's tough. Thank you for watching, though, guys. I do enjoy today's episode. It was a good one. We got that win in the end. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.